Hello, Governor. Hello, Governor. How are you doing today? Welcome back to another episode of Rap a Taste. I hope you've had a lovely week. You're here with me now. Everything's gonna be okay. You can unwind and unload. Go get yourself a little sippity sip, a little popcorn, a little something something to get yourself where you need to be, okay? Because we're just gonna have a good time. You know, we always have a good time over here. Flossy, glossy, looks bomb. New collab with my baby mom. This week has been crazy. So, boom. Actually, you know what? This week I actually realized that my boss really for real loves me. Like I not loves me. But no, like I feel like I'm so happy to finally have a boss that is super chill, super cool. Like Michelangelo is just like the coolest boss I've had. It's just no pressure. Like, you know, he knows whatever it is, it's not a big deal and he just doesn't care. But also like not like doesn't care to the extent that he's not doing his job. Like doesn't care as in like there's so many things that other people would be panicking about and he's just pretty p. Keep it real chill, keep it real cool, calm and collected. Like you don't have to do all that extra rah stuff, you know, which I absolutely love. Like we have like a funny ass relationship. Like we go back and forth with each other. Like he'll bring his little like his gym bag or like his fanny pack and I'll be like, don't forget your purse, and he's like, it's not a purse. And then he'll continue with his sentence where like, and then I took my bag and then and I'll be like, you mean your purse? He'll be like, not a purse. Because it's one of those, it's so funny to play off of him because he's like, it's giving toxic masculinity. It's just like, just admit that it's a person. I'll leave you alone. But yeah, super chill. Like anytime. It's so funny because like technically, I think technically we should be addressing him as chef, but I am not gonna do that for anybody's son or anybody's mama. I'm not doing that. But yeah, it's just like super funny. Like I'll only ever say chef when I like need something from him or like sometimes he just sees me. If he looks in my direction and I'm looking in his direction as well, he'll be like, "What do you want?" And I'm just like, damn, a girl can't just breathe. I can't just live without expecting something from you. It's so crazy, but it's so funny. And it just makes work so much easier. I feel like literally the best boss I've ever had. Obviously, he's not perfect now. He has his own flaws. Just like, well, I would like to believe that I'm perfect. I'm joking. I'm joking. But yeah, he has his flaws, obviously, just like everybody else, but super chill, like super laid back. Yeah, if you have a problem, like I'll go straight to him and tell him, like, tell him what it is. And sometimes when people are trying to involve me in the work drama and he'll come to me trying to like clarify the story and I'm just like, please, I don't want to be in, don't put my name in none of your stuff. And he's like, I know, but I have to ask you because it's company policy or whatever the hell. It's super chill. Super chill. Like for instance, right, this week we're in the restaurant, right? So I come from like the front of the restaurant to go all the way to the kitchen, and lo and behold, I see him like he's making like freaking tortillas and like putting cheese on them, and there's like mincemeat on it, and I'm just like, this smells like treachery. And I saw him, caught him in the middle of the act, and he's like, I'm making it for you. And I was like, don't you dare lie to my face like that. You're not making this for me. And you know, he was dying. And I was like, I don't ask for much in the workplace. Pause. Let me actually tell you something. In the workplace, I actually don't ask you for anything. Okay. I don't ask for much. The only thing that I ask is if you are eating, if there is food involved, then my name literally has to be mentioned in the sentence because nobody's eating food without me because that is crazy. Do you not? Why? Or did you really think he was what? Did you really think he was gonna eat without me? That is crazy. So my thing is just like I'm catching you here making freaking cheesy snacks and without me. And he's like, I was gonna give you, this is literally for you. And I was like, oh, really? Really? Before you blew your cover, because I've blown your cover now and I know the jig is up. Now you really have to give it to me. But yeah, then he made it and then he put like onions and cabbage on it. And I was like, boy, I don't like this. It's like, you're so ungrateful. Whole lot of fake ass nigga. You're acting really ungrateful. I really should have. Yo, you get the gist. Shout out Megan Thee Stallion. Um, he said, "You're so ungrateful." I said, "Why?" And everybody else in the restaurant was like, "Oh, you're so ungrateful. He was making this for you. Now he's giving it to you. You're telling him like you don't like this and you don't like that. Next time he won't make it for you." And I said, "First of all, I can speak for my goddamn self. I'm not gonna lick anybody's butt just because they're making me food." What did you think? I'm not delusional. I mean, what? I might love food, but I don't love it to the extent that I'm worshiping. I'm like literally kissing people's feet over food. Kissing feet would not be my forte. It's not my MO. You dig? You dig. So yeah, I'm just like, isn't that crazy? Just because somebody's making you food, like, oh, so I can't speak up and tell you that I don't like cabbage. Okay, what if I was actually allergic to cabbage? So I would have eaten the cabbage and then died. And then what? But yeah, I was like, oh, it would have been better if you didn't put cabbage, if you actually put lettuce on it. And he looked at me. And then I know. It was at that moment. I knew. Two texts, no reply. That's when I knew. I was done for. But yeah, I said replace the cabbage with lettuce, replace the onions with tomatoes. It's just basic human math. One plus one equals two. Like, why would you make the so aggressive? Why would you make a meal with cabbage and onion? Like, it's crazy. But yeah, it's just like it's all good vibes. So many jokes. Like, uh my days. Like sometimes like customers will come in and he'll be like rating them with me and stuff like that. Like just be like, oh, she could be better, but why is she wearing this dress? Or she could be better, but why is she walking like that? Or it's just it's completely harmless, super funny, and it's a way to pass time. It's a good time. And it's funny thing, he had just said like a couple of days ago, like, oh, imagine if you and I had a podcast. And I was thinking to myself, was so crazy because I was like, would you know? Lo and behold, guess who has a podcast? But nobody knows that because I'm secretly recording videos in my bedroom and nobody knows about this. So okay, let's not tell anybody until it's time. But yeah, it's just been amazing. It's been amazing. It's been a great time, I would say, in that area, and especially because Douglas is gone. There's nobody aggravating anybody, so everybody's just like chill. Everybody's working peacefully. It's just good vibes. Everybody's getting along, and nobody's under stress, under any type of duress. Like it's just like Douglas used to just bring all this extra to the workplace, and it's just like, please leave your stink ass attitude. Why you acting stink a dang dang? Leave your stink ass attitude with you at home, or leave it at the doorstep. Because this is not the area. I'm sorry. Talking about Douglas, it just puts me in a bad space. It puts me in a bad space. But yeah, it's been good. They've been trying to teach me how to make ice cream, and I literally was like, nah, nah. I can't. You know when you're being taught a new task that you're not necessarily good at? Well, not that well, you're not good at it because you've never done it before, right? What is this? What's going on? I'm not understanding what's going on with my hair right now. Like that? Like that? Okay, sorry. So yeah, it's just like because just girl, like I'm a bartender. Like what I know about making ice creams, I am chocolate ice cream. I don't have to make ice cream. I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to make what I am. You feel me? But yeah, it was just I was just having a hard time. It was just like I don't want to do this anymore. Like but it's not that deep. Like it's just you're supposed to like make the rings like so, and I just for some reason it's circular motion. Sometimes I kill it. It's perfect. It's like I've been doing it for 20 years, and then all the other times when I'm not killing it, I'm literally killing it. Like the machine, the ice cream, everything is dead. Like it's not even a circle. It's like it's like that. It's like a line, like back and forth. And I'm just like, this is horrible. And I was just like, it's so bad. But yeah, I'll get there. Practice makes perfect, and we don't need to we don't need to argue about who can rap because the truth is because the truth is back. But yeah, it's all good and getting better. We were all slaves on the ship together. Yo, what is wrong with me? But yeah, you know what? Just side note, these nails are like really hard to work with. I was putting this nose ring on, and I think I just scratched the inside of my nose because it's really hurting. So sorry if you see me getting a little, I might be dying on camera. Okay, know that I did this for you. But yeah, boom. So there was that, and then tell me why. Like I was cleaning the windows, right? And it's always somebody's dad that wants to do the most for me. And it's just like, sir, you're way too grown to be behaving like this. Please calm down. Baby, calm down, calm down. But literally, I'm literally cleaning the windows. Tell me why this man almost kissed me through the phone, kissed me through the window. His face is here, my face is here, and he did like that on the glass. If the glass wasn't there, he did ask would have kissed me because I'm just like, and his daughters were like behind him. They were like walking as a family, and I'm just like, your wife is there. Be ashamed of yourself. What are you doing? Get yourself together. Like, and the daughter was just like, oh, dad, like, that's so bad. Because I could hear what they were saying, right? It's so bad. Like, what are you doing? Why do you have to, why do you have to do all that? Huh? Always doing too much. Like, relax. You ever seen a black person before? Like, why are you doing this? I absolutely cannot with it. I cannot with it. But yeah, I think highlight, have two highlights. My teacher came. This was absolutely sweet. She came all the way, like, bruh, where I work is far from everybody else. From everybody else, it's super far. She came to see me, and she was just like, "Oh, Nyasha," like, and she was with her husband, and she was like, "Nyasha is one of my favorite students," but I knew she was lying. I knew she was just saying that to subconsciously make herself feel better for having a favorite, which is me. If you haven't noticed, it's me. Because why would you wake up and come all the way from your house to come to my workplace just because I'm one of your favorites? Shame on you. Shame on you, shame on you. Like, girl, you know I'm your favorite. Why are you hiding it? Just admit it. This is the proof right here. You're here because I'm your favorite. But boom, she introduced me to her husband and stuff. That was super, super cute. And she's like, "Have you been like auditioning?" And I was like, "Girl, we don't talk about that." I was like, "Girl, we don't talk about that over here. Why? Why?" It's just not that I don't want to audition. It's just that it's a long story, you guys. Maybe I'll do a completely separate video where I just talk about like film school and like everything that comes with that world. But yeah, she was just like, "Oh my days, you should definitely like be auditioning. You're so good. You should do it. You should apply for this. You should apply for that." Fair enough, but it's just like people just you don't understand where I'm coming from. It's just oh my days. I was like she was there talking about oh you're so good. I was like, girl, I'm just a bartender. I'm a brave bartender. And like Joseph Morgan said, like Klaus said, okay, little series recommendation, the originals. If you have not watched this, it's like Vampire Diaries but more mature. I'm really pissed off that it only had 5 seasons. I don't know what the rush was for, but it was absolutely amazing. But yeah, there's a bartender in there. Her name is Camille, and she also has like a degree in like psychology or whatever, right? So she becomes Klaus's shrink. But that's not where we are right now. The point is, she was walking alone one night. I was gonna say one night in the evening. Doy. She was walking alone one night, right? And then Klaus is there. And obviously, if you know who Klaus is, he's a hybrid, half vampire, half werewolf, right? So he's talking to his friend Marcel. Um, He's talking to his friend Marcel, and he's like, who is this chick, right? And then Marcel is just like, oh, she's the bartender, da da da. And he's like, oh, she's pretty. Let's see if she's dumb or she's a brave bartender. And then, you know, when he went up to her, she said something like, I have pepper spray. So he was like, oh, you're the brave bartender.
She's either brave or dumb. The brave bartender. The brave bartender.
And I'm literally like, girl, I don't have time to be auditioning. So resume or back now because I have paused, resume to why I'm saying this. I'm like, girl, you're asking me all this. Have you auditioned stuff? Like, I'm at the bar tonight. If you're looking for me, girl, because I'm a bartender. Ooh, if you're looking at me, if you're looking for me, I'm at the bar tonight. Okay. You have to listen to that song, okay? Deadass. But yeah, I was just like, girl, yeah, I'm just a bartender. I'm a bartender. Like it's not much popping right now. But yeah. I'll definitely take her advice into consideration, but it was so sweet. I almost burst into tears, but I'm a G. So no gangster tears are gonna be shared, especially at work. Are you dumb? I'm gonna be crying at work like a clown.
See, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite.
No, thank you. Just to keep from crying, I laughed. So boom. My teacher came to see me, which was absolutely so sweet. There was no notification or anything, so I wasn't even expecting her, you know. I kind of almost forgot her name. It would have been so embarrassing.
Oh, call declined.
Embarrassing!
Call declined.
But then I remembered because she's an amazing person. So shout out to her. I wish her roses this episode. So boom. And then my one friend who, why do I want to say retired? Girl, because in my mind I'm like 105. She quit the job. Well, she didn't quit because it's bad or anything like that. She quit because hours are going down, because it's not summer anymore, because it's cold, because I think you get it now. But she had come to see me and drop off some of her shirts to give them back to the company. And yeah, Angela came to see me. She quit. She's doing bigger things. She's doing greater things now. But yeah, she came to see me and she was like so happy, and she just like gave me the biggest hug and she squished me. She's like, Yasha, I miss you. And I'm like, I miss you too, baby. She's like, oh, I miss you. We should do something. She literally was giving me her schedule. She was like, we can go out this day or this day or this day. We need to do something. And I love you so much. You're so great. And I was like, I know. I'm joking. Obviously, the love is the same. It's reciprocated times 100. I absolutely adore her and can't wait to do something fun with her. I was planning to do something fun with her, but then these nails took all my money, so I'm just gonna have to chill until payday, and then we'll do something for real. But yeah, that's been my week, and I think without further ado, this would lead us into the song of the week. Okay. So this week I've been listening to drums, please. Fall Back by Bia Bia. You know that song? No, you don't. I keep running my clouds and getting nasty. He can't stand on my energy. I like the way she works. Yeah, she always chooses me first. Yeah, the best on earth. Yeah. That's the first song that I ever heard Beyond, and she absolutely killed it because I was like, who is this female rapper with this sick ass flow? She's enunciating, she's on point, she's flowing. I can hear everything she's saying. Amazing, and whoop de whoop de whoop. Couple years later, she's doing songs with the Queen, Barbia. Okay, I've been like a zana, and why can't I think of the lyrics right now? What is the song called? It's a whole lot of money in this. Doom, 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 doom. Okay, so you get it. Bia is an American rapper. Her name is Bianca, born August 16, 1980, and Fall Back is on her album that came out this year, 2023. It's called Really Her. And she's like, if you gotta choose between me and the next chick, you gotta choose her. Oh, okay. What kind of an opening is that? If you gotta choose between me and the next chick, you gotta choose her. Girls be fighting over the same and wanna argue about who's first. I had to cut my friend off because she's either like a bird. Oh my days. No, 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 no. Like this song has bars on bars and it just makes you wanna and the way she rode the wave, the flow, it was just okay. She said girls are trying to sound like Bia and everybody knows it. I got motion. If you gotta choose between me and the next chick, you gotta choose her. Girls wanna fight about the same dude and argue about who's first. Are you kidding me? Bia, you didn't have to do that. She said, I'm a real rap chick. This ain't no podcast. And I was thinking, why are you coming for me? Why are you? Because this is weird. Why are you coming for me, Bia?
Woke up, I look at the computer say, Floyd said, T.I. Nelly 50. I'm like, what did he say me for?
Like, what? What's wrong with the podcast, girl? I'm so confused. I'm like so conflicted. Like, should I be upset or not upset? Like, what? This song is so good, but I'm so conflicted because why is she coming for me like that? That's crazy. But this is an amazing song. Have no beef. These chicks won't say my name. That's not their destiny. Are you dumb? Bia. Didn't have to murk everybody like that. She just came and when she said, if he cheat on me, then I'm gonna pay to wipe his nose quick. Literally. Anybody cheats on you. But yeah, this song it just it's definitely giving really her. I think that will lead us into the poem of the week. Okay, so I have a poem that I wrote. It's called Lost and Found. I wrote this Saturday 25th of September 2021. Okay, so boom. I found the dark and lost my light, my shining star no longer bright. They picked on me and called me names, disrespected me in so many ways. Tried to stay positive, the voice in my head, but the little devil took over instead. He creeps and he crawls and puts me down. He turns my smile upside down. I'm worthless, I'm nothing, really anything but something, or someone, or somehow. I'm all on my own now. Who am I enough for? Will I ever be enough or? I'm crying and screaming and hurting and bleeding. Beg you to love me, but you don't even see me. And even if I tried, would you even pick me? I've stopped saying I'll change for people who are loose. No more making me the punchline for your jokes, silly goose. Lost and found. Yes, I'm still breathing. Took a couple of punches for me to believe in myself, my health. I know what I'm worth. Not anybody's toy just because I wear a skirt. Or I could say, not anybody's toy because I choose me first. Boom. So that's Lost and Found by me, the queen. Queen of poetry. Slam dunk, 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 dunk. Okay. The numbers don't lie. You can search it. But yeah, I hope you like that poem. That's something that I wrote when I was just feeling like I need to be more inspirational because all of my poems are just really dark and sad. So That's something a little bit more on the uplifting side. So boom. That's where we are with that, right? Okay. Here I have with me a little note that somebody from my workplace had written for me. I want to say maybe a month or two ago when I was having a rough day and they had seen me crying. I know. Oh my God, they caught me lacking. They saw me crying. I was just having a really bad day and I was just like, what? I'm not crying. I'm joking. I didn't do that. But yeah, they gave me this and I just wasn't ready to read it at the time. So I stored it in my bag. And then I brought it home and I took it out of my bag and I lost it for like months. It was just lost. The thing about me, it wasn't lost. Like, obviously I have it now, but throughout the day, if I think of anything that sounds like really dope or really cool, whether for a poem or for a rap, I'll write it down on a little piece of paper exactly like this. I have millions of these like everywhere in my room, like in drawers in my bag and stuff like that. So it wasn't one of them. So yeah, I came across it the other day and I just thought, I've been looking for you. It's about time. It's about time. Okay. So yeah, I'm finally gonna read it and see what he said. I actually thought he wrote me a Bible verse to read because I actually have my Bible right here. My bubble, my Bible right here. But yeah, he said, God never denies a broken heart. Sometimes when we don't see the light, we just need to look up to one God that cares and loves enough to make any miracle happen, right? And only God can do this. We just need to trust our heart and follow Jesus because nothing is impossible to him. Hope and pray that you feel better. God is a specialist in miracles. Have a peaceful weekend. Aww. That is so sweet. It's always nice to know that like there's people who actually genuinely care. Um, People who actually genuinely care to see you flourish and to see you just like being happy. So shout out Daniel. Thank you for writing that for me. Even though I didn't probably would have helped me if I had actually read it that day, you know, but it still had the same effect, you know. So shout out to Daniel, shout out to him. Thank you for that. And I think without further ado, that will lead us into the movie of the week. Okay? Okay. So, boom. The movie of the week this week. I don't know how I feel about this. Okay? So, I'm actually going to give you two. Okay. So, remember I had watched the Curious Case, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, and I said this is such a good movie. So I literally went on the internet and I said movies like Benjamin Button, and then this movie was there. So Sanctuary is the movie of the week. Absolutely amazing. But this is not the movie. I have a movie that I am recommending you to watch. I watched it and it's like I don't know how I feel about it. That's why I'm gonna recommend it still. Okay, so boom. This movie kept on being advertised on Prime when I was watching The Vampire Diaries. It kept on popping up. Every other advert was this movie, Beautiful Disaster. This movie is a beautiful disaster because I just don't understand what like I like it but I also don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like I hate it and I love it at the same time. I'm just not sure how I feel about it, right? So boom. I feel like you had Dylan there. First of all, Dylan came back with the guns blazing. I don't know if he had tattoos for the movie specifically or if he actually has tattoos, but he came back with the body yaddy yaddy with the tattoos tatted up. He's fighting, he's shirtless, he's a hottie. I'm thinking he's the one who played like, you know, that one with the guy that was like a little bit crazy. I think that was him, or was it his brother? I can't remember. But yeah, okay, so boom. So since I saw that movie, and I'll reference the movie here so that you know what I'm talking about. This is the next time I'm seeing it, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is definitely a glow up. I'm seeing the advertisements, and I'm like, okay, I'll definitely watch this after the Vampire Diaries. And then you've got Virginia. So, okay, you've got basically what I'm saying, you've got the hot boy, you got the hot girl. What is the problem? I just don't understand. Like, I feel like they leaned too much on making the movie a comedy that it lost its taste, at least in my opinion. I just feel like the movie was destined for greatness, but they were just making it too gimmicky that I just I couldn't follow like what is going on. Like there's like first of all, Travis is calling Abby pigeon out of nowhere. Like, how do you just meet a hot girl and then this is even if you like her? I understand you're at least supposed to like. There's supposed to be something for us to build momentum to get to that point. Do you check what I'm saying? Like, how did you just like if, huh? If somebody just saw me on the street and started calling me the stallion, I'm joking, I'm joking. But I'm saying, if somebody just saw me on the street and started calling me freaking, I don't know, Patricia, I'll be like, where the hell did that come from? And it's only at the end of the movie, which I understand. Like, hey, why do you call me pigeon? Which I understand, but it's just like the way there's so many things that could have been made the movie juicy, you know, like tangy, you know? The movie could have been tangy, but they just didn't know how to put them in there. Like he just starts randomly calling her pigeon, and I'm just like, where did this even come from? What does this even mean? Like it's I don't understand. And this other part, this really bothers me. The fact that like obviously, okay, so let me tell you what this movie is, right? It follows the life of Virginia, Abby, okay? She was doing some shady business with her dad. Her dad is also shady, trying to recruit her into Team Shady, and she's not about that. So she ran away and she went to school. Woohoo, good for her. She's trying to give herself a good name, build her brand, all of that good stuff, right? And that's when she meets Dylan Sprouse, right? And he's doing a little fighting thing. He's like, "Hey, yo, I been on, you been going, PlayStation Lee, drop the Okay, so that's what's going on there. He's fighting for shmoney, which I thought could be like they could have explored that even more. Like, why does he fight for shmoney? Like, what's going on with his life? Whoopty 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 whoop. But nobody wants to listen to me. That's fine. To each their own. Okay, let the chips fall where they may. Sorry. Let the chips fall where they may, right? This girl comes there, she meets this hot guy in the middle of a fight. It could have been juicy. Like there was so much potential to make this movie muy caliente. Como se dice? A real hot stuff, you know? But they just didn't do that, and I'm failing to understand why. Because the production was good, the quality is good. You've got a hot girl, you've got a hot boy, you've got writers. Obviously, they're thinking of these things. They're just not executed the right way. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I just don't understand. Like, okay, so boom. So clearly, so I maybe because it's I'm deeping it too much, like, but this is how they advertised it. It was like this guy and this girl, there's a fighting thing, and like this girl seems to be like an innocent girl, and then he's the bad boy. This is what I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be every good girl needs a bad boy. I thought she was gonna be really meek and shy and na 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 na, and then this bad boy comes. I get it. I get it. Okay, I get it. Maybe it's like, oh, Nyasha, that narrative's been done. It's now, it's the done. It's redundant. It's like it's been played out a million times, but it's still, it could be played out a million times, but it's true. All the good girls, I can tell you right now, I'm a good girl, but I want a bad boy, someone with a little sprouse of toxicity. I'm joking, but it's true. Everybody wants a little bit of za, a little bit of je ne sais quoi, a little bit of pizzazz, you know, a little oomph, a little va-va-voom. You know, I can't explain how many, you know, how many words I can put. Everybody wants that. So even if we kept on playing it over and over again in movies, as long as it's executed the right way, people are gonna love it. You see what I'm saying? So it could have been a little cute girl, whatever. She likes to be good, and then she meets this fighter guy with the tattoos who's doing things for money and da da da. Could have been amazing. And then what really pissed me off is the fact that so basically they do this like dare thing, right? And then this girl has to end up sleeping with him, not like literally sharing the same bed, but they're not doing any touchy feely or anything like that for like, I think like a month or something like that. And then but the whole time she sees him, she's just like, I'm not gonna sleep with you. I'm not gonna sleep with you. I'm not gonna sleep with you. Which I understand is just building up to the fact that she's gonna sleep with him. We already know, okay? Wait, I'm way too grown to be seduced by you guys. I already knew that's what the story was, but boom, right? It's just so many things that could have been nice and steamy and sexy was just being played out the wrong way and becoming awkward and irrelevant. And there's this one part when they're making the bed, and then he says, okay, but you have to sleep with me in my bed for 30 days or whatever. And she's like, yeah, but no touching, I'm not gonna sleep with you. And he was like, I don't want to sleep with you, pigeon. I need you around me because you're good for me. It's just like, no, 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 no. You did not earn it. You did not earn those words. You did not earn those lines because that movie was not giving that. It was not. It was not. And I was so livid because it could have been such a great moment. Okay, dim the lights. Let's do a little, let's do a little something different. I'm setting the tone, okay? Bad boy. Good girl. Right? Good girl has to sleep with bad boy in the same room. Wait, let me dim the lights a little lower. Good girl has to sleep with bad boy in the same room, but there's no touching, but she's so attracted to him. She just wants to rip his clothes off. What's gonna stop them? What's gonna stop her? Does she break her morals for him or not? You know what I'm saying? But where's the temptation? Where's the juice? Where's the sauce? Okay? Huh? Where's the juice? Where's the sauce? Too much juice, too much sauce. Too much sauce, too much juice. Too much juice, too much sauce. I don't wanna dance with nobody. I just wanna dance with you, mommy. I put my hands on your body. I don't even remember who sings the song, but the song, banger, and I'm gonna put it over here. Put it on the floor. Rip me at the plastic I've been next and bring. What is wrong with me? Okay, boom. So let me get back to the point. Give us a little bit of seduction, a little bit of temptation, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Come alive at night. Let's see, vibrate. Let's see how you make that. Let's see how you make that clap. It was just like there was so much potential to make this a banger, and they were just playing with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Word to Lola Brooke. Okay. Also, shout out Lola Brooke because she just made a song with Bryson Tiller, and I absolutely love that because she's got that that gator flow. She sounds like Foxy, and then she did a song. I think it's Gotta Get You Home With Me Tonight. That's also a great song. But boom. This is what I'm trying to say, okay? There was so much potential for this movie to be so sexy, like, and they just didn't execute it the way that I would have wanted them to. All in all, I would still say watch the movie because you need to understand my frustration, or you can tell me, Nyasha, you're tripping. Just this is a good movie and just move on. But yeah, I feel like if they're gonna make a part two, it has to be what I'm talking about. They have to fall within those lines because I'm not watching it. Who cares? Who cares if I watch it or not? No, but I'm saying if they're gonna do another one, they should follow this guideline. If you follow this template that I've given you, the movie would be a banger on a banger on a banger because I feel like everything is there. You just need to, execute all that stuff, insert all that stuff that I'm talking about. It'll make it so much better. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, because of that, I'm gonna have to give you another movie recommendation. I watched this movie. You know what? I don't know if I want to turn on the lights because I'm kind of liking these. We should fill the whole episode in the dark. So I then watched this movie. This movie is okay, wait, hold on. It's too much going on. Beautiful Disaster. It was exactly that. Self-explanatory. It was a beautiful disaster. It was a disaster, but it was also beautiful. Like, so kudos to them for getting that title. But yeah, I would give it like I'll give it like a seven, 6.5, 7. I'll give it a 6.5, 7. So because I had watched that, I had to watch something else. So then I watched Sanctuary. This came out in 2022. It's a drama thriller. It's an hour and 36 minutes long. When I tell you this is a 10 out of 10, I'm not even freaking playing you. It's a 10 out of 10. You absolutely must watch this movie. It's so good. It has Margaret I'm not gonna try and butcher her surname, and Christopher Abbott. His name is Hal, and then her name is Rebecca in the movie. First of all, I'm gonna say I absolutely love movies whereby everything happens like in one room or like in a freaking elevator or like in an apartment. There's something about me that is just like you can create a whole story and have me grasp for an hour and 36 minutes in the same room. Like they do go out to the elevator, but then they come back to it's always in this room. It's amazing. I just love it when people can make me watch a whole movie. Like another great movie is the one with Zendaya and that one guy when they're in a like in a house. Yeah, they're in a house and they're just going back and forth having a conversation. Zendaya did a great job. Oh, she was looking hot in that movie and she was real grown and like they're having this deep conversation. It's a good movie. But boom, back to what we're talking about today. Sanctuary, love, love. Your mind is going to be spun. She's gonna put you in a chokehold. This Margaret chick, baddie. She's a 10 out of 10. Like you cannot play with her. She's such a great actress. And there's like a part when she starts to dance randomly. It's so crazy. And she's like messing with this guy's head, like this Christopher guy. She's messing with his head. She's like, oh, I have a camera in here and I've been recording everything that we've done. And he's like, you wouldn't. And she's like, yeah. And you don't know if you want to believe her, if she's lying. She's lying, but you feel like she's telling the truth. And then she's everything. She's got like, you're listening to her. She's got sex appeal. She's intelligent. She's smart. It's just it's amazing. It follows these two. They have some type of like work weird relationship and there's like money involved in a company and she wants a share in the company or also doesn't care about the share, but it's just it takes you for a spin and it's so fascinating how this just happens in like one building. At the end I was just like, is this what she wanted all along? Was this her plan? Like it's such a good movie. So 10 out of 10, Sanctuary. Get into it. You need to. You need to. And without further ado, this will lead us into the album of the week. The album of the week. You guys are not ready. Album of the week is Honey, sneeze me, need yeah. Album of the week is Shea Butter Baby by Ari Lennox. This album, solid 10 out of 10. From the beginning, she has your attention right to the end. She has your attention. Ari Lennox was born March 26, 1991 as Courtney Salter, and she is signed to Dreamville, and Dreamville is like a J. Cole type thing, you know, J. Cole's record label. I think I want to say, I'm paraphrasing, I could be lying, but yeah, Ari Lennox is from Washington DC, but my, this album is amazing, absolutely amazing. It has 12 songs. It is 44 minutes long, digestible. Everything is nice. Everything is good. Okay. So, Shea Butter Baby, I'm going to give you my top five. My top five? Okay. So I'm gonna go through the song titles with you. I'ma let the song cry. Oh, shout out August Alsina. You know that song Cry? I think it's originally by Mr. Jiggaman. I could be wrong, but also I'm a music guru, so don't even want to say I could be wrong because I could be right. So we're just gonna leave that on there and I'll do the research. But boom. Number one, Chicago Baby. Number two, BMO. Number three, Broke featuring JID. Number four, Up Late. Number five, Shea Butter Baby with J. Cole. Number six, Speak to Me. Number seven, New Apartment. Number eight, FaceTime. Number nine, Pop. Number 10, I Been. Number 11, Whipped Cream. And number 12, Static. She's done. And when I tell you this lady's voice, it's like soothing. It's so soulful is the word. This album is absolutely soulful. Like I remember the first song that I knew from this album was Shea Butter Baby, right? Because I absolutely love the singing and I'm loving J. Cole's verse, right? Coconut oil, she's in a venom and better than scream, because cup that trigger release, cup that cup. But then I'm like, okay, so I like this song and I like this lady who's singing. This is giving me nostalgia or whatever. Let me listen to what else she's got. And then I listened to this album. Obsessed. Still am obsessed. I just started listening to it at work. I was playing it and I was just like, it just makes you want to do that. There's one of them albums there that just makes you go crazy, go stupid, go stupid. Okay, now wobbly wobble wobble, so fat, all these throbbing. I'm a leader, fan by the somebody point me to the best. I tell him clean, I tell him squeaky, give me cause all geeky. Kiss my Emma, cause it's finally famous and it's finally soft. Yeah, it's finally soft. I don't know, man. Get some shots wear up. Then you popping. Google my. Only time you on net is when you Google my. Couldn't get Michael Kors if you was sleeping with Michael Kors. Are you joking me? Nicki Minaj is the queen. Anywho, I don't know how I got distracted. This is not what we're talking about. Boom. I listened to the album. I'm gonna give you my top five. This is also an album that I've been playing, and my boss was like, Nyasha, he said this when I was listening to SZA, and he said this to this one as well. He's just like, this album is just depressing me. I can hear in the song is, oh, my boyfriend left me, oh, I want to die. He's just like, no, what is this album? But I'm just like, this is great music. It's definitely for chill people. You know my friend Larissa that I was talking about? She doesn't even understand what is going on in the album, but she looked at me when I was listening to it at work. She was like, ooh, girl. And I said, yeah, girl. She's like, this is sexy. And I was like, yeah, this is sexy music. I don't know how to describe it. Like, it just makes you want to we were having such a blast at work with this album. Like, we were like, you know, the way SZA is dancing in Snooze, that last part with the robot, we were doing those dances. We were having so much fun. My friend cut herself with a knife in the kitchen. It was so bad. And she was like, mi corazón. And I was like, relax, it's just a little cut. But we were dancing to this album. It's so good. Please don't try it at home. Don't hurt yourself. But yeah, this is my favorite line. She says, you didn't notice Jason was instigating. I love that line. I don't know why, but I absolutely fiend for this line. And I said, I love this. I absolutely love it. And then BMO is Dreamy and gitchy, yeah, when the light is on summertime crushing, put that game on pause and do it all like it, baby, nice and slow. BMO, Break Me Off. But yeah, it's an amazing album and I definitely recommend you to listen to it. It's a 10 out of 10 from the beginning to the end. You're just locked in. It's so good and you will not regret it. something that I like as well in this album, she's got like parts where she's just like talking, and I know for sure when she dropped her next album, that was like something I was looking forward to, but I don't think she did that too much in the next album. There's this part when she's just like, all the boys in this room get out please, and they like filtered her voice so it sounds really high pitched, and she's like,
if you're from my job, if you're from my label, get the hell out. Get out. It's about to get gross. It's about to get so freaking freaky. Get the hell out. It was amazing. And then she's like, ladies, I need to know if you're ready to be my friend because it gets gross, it gets disgusting.
it's so funny. And then there's this part where she's like,
let me go check on these goddamn garbanzo beans.
I don't even know what that is, but it's amazing. And I think because she added that on, there's just a little dun 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 into her personality. But I absolutely love Ari Lennox. She's so soulful, and I love her. So yeah, I've given you Song of the Week. I've given you a poem. I've given you 2 movies, and I've given you an album. I think this is where the journey ends. It's been you guys have been amazing listening to me. I've been Yasha, Gabriella Destiny. It's always a blast coming here, sitting here, talking to myself, technically. Talking to myself, talking to you. But let me know what you liked about this video. Please give me a big thumbs up. Like, comment, subscribe. You already know what the dealio is. Come on now. Come on. Why are you fronting on your girl like that? Why are you fronting on your girl like that? You already know what to do. Sending you hugs, love, and kisses, my lovelies. Thank you so much for tuning in. Share this with somebody who is depressed, who needs to hear these lovely words and needs to listen to this music. Tell me what you think about this video. I will see you in my next video next week, and I hope you enjoyed this one. I love you so much, my lovelies. Thank you so much. Okay.
Every artist has a story, you know.
And what do you suppose his story is?
I had a friend once, Cammy.
Bartender.
Listen, Camille.